Hello, I'm here. Sorry, I was just getting my tea. Right, and also installing the DLC that I plan to play today. I didn't forget. Hello. I saw lots of and of course I don't have a so lots of people saying hello and happy birthday and stuff, and of course I don't have my chat because my laptop's still in the shop. So let me get up the thing so I can scroll back. I think there's a Leaky and a Dan, and I think there was a resub from Havor. I'm gonna remember how to get the chat. No, just give me the chat. There we go. Right. Okay. So yes, thank you for the resub, Havor. 28 months, blimey. Oh, Leaky, I like the animated emote. Thank you, Dana, Milo, and Leaky for the happy birthdays. Yes, it's my birthday today. I know Havor resubbed 40 minutes ago, but you know, still. Also, hi Sir Khalid, and thank you. And then Dana's being silly. Everyone enjoying the plinky plonky music. Okay, so 5 new maps. Crank up the pressure to 88 miles per hour and teleport onto the set of Back to the Future in the new special pack available now, which we purchased. We did get a copy of the SpongeBob SquarePants DLC from Square Enix, but we purchased the Back to the Future one ourselves. And the game is on Game Pass. So, yeah. We did play the first level when we were at WASDA. We've got 10 new achievements. Van, Time Machine, Clock Tower, Holomax Theatre, Time Machine reappears. So that's going to be the first level. That's the Clock Tower, Holomax, Time Train. Okay. So, we are going to be playing some of this PowerWash sim. Oh, we start with the van. Interesting. So I washed the car. And hi, Elcash. So, yes, before I get too distracted or, you know, whatever, it's my birthday today. Thank you very much, Elcash. Okay, that was funny. I told the same joke 3 times today, and it was only the last time I told it that somebody laughed at it. So yeah, I will laugh at your joke there because that was funny. No, WASDA, it's a game conference, just to clarify. So yeah, I've been in the office today. I am tired. Kiliki for the linking of the WASDA. Yes, very, very beautifully edited by Leaky is my WASDA video. The joke. Well, you kind of had to be there, but basically we're doing a timeline of the year. And we had like the highs and the lows, the peaks and the valleys. And we were told very explicitly that it's not peaks and troughs. And I said, is that because we're not pigs? I thought it was funny. But no, Leaky, it is a very beautifully edited video. I couldn't get past the fact that I had all these disparate clips and you made it wonderful so that I could actually post it and share it and people liked it. So yeah. One of these days I'll figure out how to edit videos, but until then, I will make use of the people that I know with the skills that are awesome. So yeah, so that was my joke. It wasn't, it was contextually funny. But anyway, so we're going to start with Doc Brown's van. So I haven't actually washed this one. I washed the car, the DeLorean. That was the level that I played. So there. Aw, cracking joke. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so yeah, so I've been in the office. We have quarterly on site, which is 2 days in to see everyone. But because lots of people have been ill and lots of people's kids have been ill, I wore my mask all day and went to eat lunch outside. It was cold, but you know, I didn't really want to get COVID for my birthday. So, you know, we had the whole, you know, retrospective of the year and all the cool things that we've done. And we've done amazing cool things. Looking forward to next year. And then we had a little awards thing. Before we had cake, obviously, because my birthday.
You know what's also a cracking joke? Did you hear about the egg that got electrocuted? It's okay now, just a little shell shock.
Also, my talkie thing is working again. Yay! Hi, Scruff, and thank you for the resub. You fixed my talkie thing, so you're awesome. Also, and I like jokes. So yeah. So everyone sang happy birthday to me, which of course was very embarrassing because everyone was looking at me. But it was fine because I had my mask on, so therefore they couldn't see that I was blushing. Useful, mask to mask. So we had cake. But before then, there was a little awards thing for the year. And I was like, there's only 4 awards. You know, well-deserved people that won them. But I got runner-up in the Advocate Award because of my advocating for accessibility and that sort of thing. So I was like, so blushing again, luckily wearing a mask. So yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, that was a really nice birthday present. So yay. Thank you very much, Gruff. The regal person of pubs. Oh, puns. I was like, what's pubs got to do with it? And I got some really cool presents from my wish list, but, you know, that just means they were really cool. Some of them weren't from my wish list. Some of them were from friends that know what I like. But the ones from my family were from my wish list, which I also like because, yeah, sometimes, well, yeah, anyway. What's pubs got to do with it? Yeah, Scruff don't go to pubs. What's pubs got to do with it? What's pubs but a second-hand emotion? God. I don't know why I had to sing that. I did I remember to? Yeah, I started my bot today. Cool. Yeah, it looks like it is. So I guess it's a case of clip it and try. So yeah. Anyway, let's just at least read the overview so we can get into the van to try the washing before we get massively distracted. But I just want to be like, I got runner-up for an award, and I feel really chuffed. I mean, actually, no, I kind of feel a bit ill, because I think I had too much pizza. So I'm saving my cake for when I feel a bit better. Also, you know, I feel a bit ill because my stomach is, you know, not happy with me. But I've got to get to see the doctor tomorrow. So we might get some answers. But yeah. So, awesome presents, got cake. We're going to do some power washing. So, film producer, Twin Pines Mall, 1984. Power wash services. Want to get into the movie business with us at Universal Studios? You see, I'm producer currently on location looking at a dirty prop and wishing I had a big old water pistol to wash it down with. But I said as much on set. My intern pointed you out in the phone book. I had no idea power washing was even a thing, but apparently people watch it for hours on their VHS. Who knew? Think you'd be up for coming down and helping us out? We loaned a medium-sized truck to another production. It's come back filthy as anything and we need it for our next shot. Aw, so we're being hired by the film people? I was kind of hoping we'd be hired by Doc Brown. I'm sure it wasn't the pizza's fault. So no special achievements on this level. Just clean van. Yeah, it's been a busy week. It's been a busy month. It's been a busy year. I will. Yeah, agreed. Ah. Hello there. Welcome to the set. But yeah, no, I didn't really want to cook when I got home either, so, you know, plonked a pizza in the oven. But, yeah, I didn't enjoy it as much as I did. Ooh! Moving to the temporary house. You mean the one that's not trying to slowly kill you? And you went... You went on the coffee date. I mean, we would love to know all about the coffee date if you are willing to share. Hey there, welcome to the set. I'm Alex. I'm a total whiz with a pager, so the producers have asked me to regularly check in with you. I bet you're excited to be on a movie set, aren't you? I know I am. It went well. We're really excited for you. You know, I love the whole, you know, dating thing for other people, and very much get excited, and I'm rooting for you. Don't do the dating thing myself, but you know, that's just because, well, it's me. So the movie's called Back to the Future. Oh, well, I'm sure you will do the second date at some point. Yeah, do another coffee. Sorry, I'm not getting the bottom line of the chat, so I'm to look at my phone. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you still want to do the second date and you can't fit in the movie, then you know, so the movie's called Back to the Future. I know, Back to the Future. How is that even possible? No joke. The title alone is making my brain fizz. So yeah, having another coffee date sounds like a good plan until you can do the movie thing. Can't. I'll allow it because it was funny. I tell you more about what's going on here, but I haven't seen the script. They're keeping that close to their chests than a spandex tank top. I feel like I'm being spoiled with this triple red nozzle. It's great. What I would give to read that thing. Well, it's a good movie. We've read it. It's odd that we're, you know, I mean, Lara Croft's butler hired us for Lara Croft, and then in Final Fantasy that we were hired by, you know, the Shinra people. In SpongeBob, you know, we were in character, but now we're on a movie set. I kind of wanted to be in Back to the Future. Anyway, from what I can tell, the movie's about a high school kid who's best friends with a mad scientist. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna have to climb on top at some point. High school kid's got Marty McFly. Sounds like a Scottish insect, but he's really cool. I mean, sure, let's go with that story. Scientist called Dr. Emmett Brown, and he looks like he's had one electrical shock too many. Don't diss the hair. Emmett's awesome. Yeah, we'll totally go with that story. Not that I just, you know, don't really do dating. So yes, I am going to say Extra Life. We are with Twitch donations pending. That should come out mid-month, so next week. You have the same haircut. That's kind of awesome. Is your hair currently colored? I don't remember. I can't. I've been away from streams a wee bit this month. Shaved sides and back. Ah, like a undercut. Is that what they're called? Oh, also I missed what the text said because I was getting distracted. Ends are bleached. Cool. Okay. The producers are loving that suit of yours. Is it available for day hire? There's a couple of scenes that would be perfect for. No, you can't have my suit, you weirdo. Oh no, dog is barking. My dogs are barking, but that's because I walked. Woo! Ah! Ooh, okay. Check EL. Alright, I'm gonna check it on my phone. Thank you for the resub, Jessie. Now I'm wondering if I'm checking Extra Life. Why is Extra Life not posting to my feed? What is Extra Life? Am I logged in? Yes, your page. Alright, I don't see anything. Oh no, hang on. No, I do see something. Wait, ooh! I do, but did the total... The total hasn't updated! I see 2 new donations. Thank you very much, Jesse. And I think the other one was AB. But that explains why I haven't had an email or an alert. Because it's not like updated the total. It's not updated the total. So I don't actually have like any alerts to say that you've donated, except that I can see it in the donation list. I'm assuming there's either technical difficulties or it'll like belatedly process at some point. But thank you very much, Jesse. So what did I say? I was like 230. I've broken another achievement. No, Jesse and me maybe have broken the Extra Life website apparently. So that's what's 235 minus 150. I can't maths today. And I can't have broken an achievement. I haven't got an achievement yet. Right. 85. Okay. Well, that's how short I am from the thing. But that I can I could totally donate that and make up the difference if need be. Oh no, I'm falling. I fell off. Where's my ladder? So I'm gonna get my coin. The little commemorative medallion thingy. That is totally doable now. Epic. Thank you, Lady Marguerite. Much appreciated. How are you doing? I'm falling off a van. But yes, and how actually is everyone else doing today? Because I've just been wobbling on for half an hour. As I do. Also, I should probably do the whole ducking thing, crouching thing. I should do the whole crouch. I forgot what the crouch. There we are, crouch. Because there might be some under that and stuff. There we go! You might be wobbling, but I can't hear. That is a really good point. I'm wobbling. It caught up! See? There we go. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I was like, of course, I should have put the little Extra Life thingy on. Yeah! Yay! Applause, 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 applause. I mean, we could probably switch quickly to like the Extra Life scene to... There we go, we got the yay! This is all out of date now because that happened, but look, we got the yay! We got the yay for the Jessie. Jessie deserves a good yay. So now I believe the total is all updated. So that should be good. Yeah, with like the $80 that's pending on Twitch and like that's a doable. I can make up the rest for me. Oh yes, see, the clipbot is working. Excellent. Right, what have we got actually left to do here? Headlights. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, there's a Headbangers like season 2 or something. Oh dear, excuse me. Mind you, there's also one of the 12 Days of Christmas is for music games or something, so you could use it for that. I am so behind on the 12 days. I'm still on Evil, which I believe is 4. Though, if I'd have been up to date, this game would have done for day 7. But I'm not up to date, so that's fine. Right. Did we even get the headlight? Yes. Loading door. Now I can see that. Okay. Right, so. Blah, 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 blah. You are back. Welcome back, Scruff. I'm Joe. Roof spotlights. Ooh. Ah, those are the roof spotlights. You're playing now. The next card isn't hard. Oh, right, okay. I have... Are these the roof spotlights? Yes. I enjoyed the little bit of the headbangers that I played when I was at Worcester, but it's not something I'm going to put on my card because it's like a rhythmy based game, and I am terrible at rhythm based games. Really am. So. Okay. Right. Roof trim. Roof trim. Roof trim. Not that I can see any dirt whatsoever. Ah, hang on, there's a little groove. Groove is in the high. Groove is in the heat. Na, 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 na. Okay, I'll let myself out. I found my groove. I was trying to explain things in TikTok memes at work today, and sadly, yeah, it's not the right audience. My last place, very much with TikTok memes. Well, some of them anyway. Not all of them. There's a very niche group of people, like the cool people, obviously, that know the TikTok memes. I say completely tongue-in-cheek, because I'm totally cool. Am I the hip youngster? Oh my god, I hope not. Nah. Yes, what a distinguished gentleman! But no, this was me trying to remember what the new acronym is for ADHD. That is DAVE. And it was dopamine something something something, and I meant to find... Oh no, the main one I was doing was, I'm just gonna scooch in here. And I can't remember what the context is for that other than, you know, scooch. Haven't seen an announcement for next year though yet. Are we still talking headbangers? Or did I say something else? Oh, the BGXM thingy. Right, gotcha. I am following. Dopamine attention variability executive dysfunction. Yes, something like that. Yes. Thank you. But yes, it was a. I'm just gonna scooch in here. One that I was trying to explain, and no one knew the scooch meme. So now I have to try and find a video for the scooch meme for tomorrow, so that I can show people the scooch meme, and they'll just look at me going, "What?" And I'll be like, "I'm just gonna scooch in here." And I'm imagining everyone on the stream is also giving me weird side eye, because no one knows what I'm talking about. Variable attention stimulus trait. Fast. Right. Come on, this has got to be the last little bit here. Do you know the Scooch meme, Nikki? Or am I just making shit up? Hey! Job complete. And a bloop-de-bloop. Great Scott! Complete the Doc Brown's van job. Did the van. So, yes. We are doing the Back to the Future DLC on... Oh my god. Dan! You don't ever stop being you. But also, when that comes up on my VOD, behave yourself. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. So, ignoring the inappropriate message from down there. Yes, this is the Back to the Future DLC for PowerWash Simulator. PowerWash Simulator is on Game Pass. I think that one's banned actually, Jesse. I bought this DLC. The game's on Game Pass, but I did get a copy of the SpongeBob Square Pants DLC from Square Enix, and I believe they also wanted me to mention that. So I'm doing it. And I'll set something vibrating. Okay. So yeah. Something is making a dripping noise. Just bear with me a moment while I check that the rain isn't coming into my flat. Nope, it's not. It's just the heating. I'm paranoid after the Great Flood, so yeah. Yeah, I don't want you to try, but I don't think mods can say the banned words. But anyway, right. Van looks fantastic. They said it'd be fine under the grime. In fact, you've done such an amazing job. We'd actually stick around and wash down the most important vehicle in the entire film. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's really freaking cold out there. Okay, so Time Machine requires you to watch the Time Machine reappear. So I have actually watched this one already. But we're going to watch it again on stream. Hello again! Meet our movie star vehicle, the Time Machine. It's a car that's been modified by the genius inventor Doc Brown to incorporate a flux capacitor fueled by bootleg plutonium naturally. It reaches its top speed of 88 miles per hour in no time, so to speak. Anyway, riding those timelines is cold work, which has left it covered in temporal ice and astral particulate. Basically, our props department have had a field day with it and we need it clean for one last take. Oh, we'd really appreciate if you kept everything that you've seen today under your hat, or rather mask. The future depends on it. Thanks a lot. Yes. Yes, indeed, Dan. Thank you very much. So it's a time. Oh yeah. So this is the fiddliest of fiddles. How incredible does this car look? Right? Look at all the bings. Ding, 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 ding. All the dings. Ding, 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 ding. No idea what the bits are or what they do, but it looks exactly how I'd imagine a time machine to look if it was a car. Yes, it's like I've already done this one once. By the way, we've had to keep the gull wing doors closed. Ding 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 ding. Yeah, but I was already aware that the insides were fiddly, because yeah, as I said, oh, I've watched this one before on the demo. The team installed some highly sensitive electronics inside that don't mix well with water. But you're the first person that's actually said, please don't, you know, fire the water cannon into our very expensive tech. Because we've been firing it all over the place. Indiscriminately. Also, from what I've already seen, there's going to be a dog hopping in and out of it all night. Anyway, what? Now, in the scene, I'm not sure exactly what's going on. In this scene, even. It's hard to pick up what everyone's saying unless you're stood next to the boom mic, which I'm not about to do as I fidget too much. Oh, I hear you, mate. I don't think I used the triple nozzle when I did this before, so this is going a lot faster. Judging by the last shot, Doc, the kind inventor's an extremely clever dog that's capable of driving a car. Ding, ding, ding. 1.21 gigawatts. I've gone all crazy. Crazy frog. Ah. I'm not going to sing that on stream. Just to let you know, they're planning on testing out the time traveler special effects soon, so watch out for that. Yeah, nice how they explain it, because you don't get the text messages when you were doing the demo, you see. So you didn't get the little story bits. Which is cool. I am wishing through this. Look at this! It's like ding 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 ding. I'm wishing through the washing. Yes, I can confirm when you're done on the car, they're going to put it through its paces. So yeah. I do like this game. About to see some serious special effects. I do really like this game. It is. I didn't expect to as much as I have. And it's just one of those, it's just, very satisfying. So there's more DLC coming out. They've delayed the Warhammer 40k DLC till next year. Yeah, I don't think anyone expected it. This is out in VR as well. If you've got a VR headset, I would say it's well worth the purchase. Yeah. There's more content coming. I mean, I've still got some of the special jobs to do. Which has some more story, but also just, you know, satisfying. But yeah, they really... Did this like initially come out this year? Because if so, then it's definitely my game of the year. I've lost all sense of time, so I can't really remember. I know I've done like, you know, 20, I think it's like the 22nd stream or something. Alright, what have we missed? Steam separator. Came out in 2022. Oh, so not this year. Because that's not this year. Okay. I may have started it this year. I can check, can't I? Look at the achievements. Right. I started it in January this year, so therefore, officially, it is my game of the year, because that's when I started it. Right, Steam separator. Windscreen wiper. And one of the tires. Not bad. Huh. Right. I'm going to make sure we watch. Look at that. Fire! That was very cool. And I gotta wait for it to come back. Anyone remember how long it takes to come back in the movie? Oh, that would have been so cool if I could put out the... No, I can't put out the fire! I can put out the fire! Oh my god, that's awesome. I'm gonna miss the car coming back now because I'm putting out the fire. Ah, okay. It's mostly out. There may be some still fire still over there. Oh. Ah. I wasn't looking in the right direction. We saw it. 88 miles per hour. Watch the time machine reappear. Well, I sort of heard it reappear. I was looking in the wrong direction. Close enough. Close enough. That was very cool. Okay, now we can do... Just wanted to drop you a note to say thanks for doing another perfect job. Anyone who goes the extra mile certainly has a future in this industry. Don't hesitate to contact you should anything else come up with, which I almost certainly will. There's no messier business than show business. You need a review for your local directories listing or whatever, Alex will sort it. Thanks a lot. Now we've got the Hill Valley Clock Tower. Ooh, this is going to be a nice long one, I think. Hey, PowerWash Services. Any chance you're free to come down to Universal Studios backlot? Your game of the year is Dave the Diver. I mean, yeah. What else have I mean, I've played so many games this year. I'd have to have a look. I think this one, but it didn't come out this year, so I don't know whether it technically qualifies. I really enjoyed Minico's Night Market, though I haven't finished the grindy or the story yet, but I really enjoyed that one. I've played so many games. I'd have to look back through my streams because I think, you know, some of them are ones that I streamed and I was like, oh, this is really good. But yeah, it's like so many good games this year. So many good games. But yeah, I'd basically have to look through, like, you know, the year's worth of streams to see. Clock Tower. Alright. Universal Studios backlot. We're just wrapping up our film's incredible climax sequence where the special effects team threw everything at our clock tower, even lightning. Now the film's in the can and we need it meticulously cleaned down for the next production. Did a fantastic job on our vehicle, so naturally the first person we thought of. So, start job. Right, clock tower. Complete the clock tower job. In the clock tower job, ring the bell. There's a couple in the theatre. Okay, we're gonna ring the bell. We can do that. Maybe. Possibly. Where's the bell? I mean, Wonders Pyramids of Giza, certainly a really good one. Very, very happy to have played that. But is it really fair to say that a game that my company did is my game of the year? I feel that's a little biased. Also, it's a map within a game. It's kind of an experience. Not sure if it counts. I don't know where I went all up upstairs. I think I should probably start by having a look inside. Can I actually just go up inside? Oh my god, you can explore inside. That's cool. Also, did anyone see that is Lego Fortnite just came out today? I was very tempted to stream it. Whoa. How do we ring the bell? Some sort of mechanism. That seems to be like the clock mechanism. Especially, I literally just said ring the bell. Literally just said that, Dan. Pay attention, Deb. Just trying to figure out if it's, you know, literally like fire into PowerWash thing and it rings the bell. Or there's some sort of mechanism like, you know. Tweak the lever and it rings the bell. So, you know, at the moment I'm trying to figure out the ringing bell part. But yeah, I'm just trying to think. There's plenty of games where I've sort of been very invested. Oh, hang on, interact. There we go. Got an interact point. There we go. Ring the bell. May it stand for all time. Right. We can get on with cleaning then. So yeah. Well, yes, but I mean, what you've got to understand about that ratio is that it's paid DLC. Okay, it was like a $5. It's a Game Pass game where a lot of people have like probably just loaded it up, maybe played a level. So they take that number of people that have opened the game versus the number of people that have won the achievement to calculate the percentages. Game Pass games with DLC, they're always like mega rare achievement on Xbox. You get a better ratio idea on TA. Downloaded. Okay. Cool. All right. Jesse with the facts. Yeah, it's not even open to the game. It's downloaded the game. Interesting. So anyone that has downloaded the game, or I suppose opened it on Cloud Play, because that's not a download, but that should definitely count. Not even won an achievement, not even played any, versus how many have won that achievement. So, yeah. I don't know whether that still makes it very rare, or it's like, considering that, lots of people have it. I don't know. The way that Unity thought. Oh god, let's not get into the whole Unity debate. I was advising our marketing person to maybe not mention Unity in a case study that she was writing, just in case. it got a little bit of backlash. It's like, it's fine that we're using Unity, because, you know, but maybe we just don't invite the controversy. You know, we made that technical decision before that all happened. But yeah, I don't really want to get into it because I can't possibly, you know, comment on my opinions are my own and not representative of the company that I work for, because yeah, I don't want to get anyone into trouble. So yeah, we'll just go with that. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Lego Fortnite. So yeah, I was going to consider swapping out the stream, and then I was like, no, that is like an 80 gig download. So the 80 gig download is paused. Well, 60 gig, but yeah. Nice pun there, Dan. I just snorted and I got a cough. Also, I just noticed I've got like $10,000, but it's underneath my angel, so you can't see. So yeah, so I was gonna download it, but it was like a 60 something, 80 something gig update, and I'm like, I do not have time to download that and switch out my stream. And also I was wondering, because it just came out, whether there's possibly was going to be like huge queues in the matchmaking. I don't know if it has matchmaking or whether you can just play solos, or the server overload, because I know when they brought out the OG Fortnite stuff, it overloaded the servers, and there was like massive delays, because I'm part of like all the games conversations now, so people were posting useful articles, so I get bits of knowledge that I miss because Twitter died. So yes, I'm curious, and you know, obviously I love a Lego game. This is Lego Fortnite. I am curious how they have, how what it is. It just came out today. I've seen some little trailers. People shared little trailers because they were teasing it. So I know that like all the Fortnite characters have like Lego skins. And it seems to be some sort of Minecraft-esque Survivor, possibly like Stardew Valley meets Minecraft, meets a little bit of Minecraft Dungeons. So definitely intriguing. We will probably check that out at some point. I have to decide what I am streaming this month, because I've got the competition to think of, because I don't want to lose my badge. So Ducks climbed the clock tower. Oh, we hit 20%. That's what let me just read the little lore thing and I'll go back to babbling. Okay. Oh, right. I think because he's scared of 3 things. Cats, heights, and lightning, and he's trying exposure therapy. Shelf life of 2 weeks. That's quite cynical. He plans to hug a sculpture of a puma, and then zipline his way to the ground in a thunderstorm. 3 birds, 1 stone. Did that happen? I don't remember. Might be. But when he emerges onto the ledge of the clock tower and sees the puma, he panics. I don't remember this in the film particularly. Oh, it's a Fortnite joke. You weren't being cynical, you were making a joke. I'm sorry. I missed that completely. He's bitten off more than he can chew. The bed we made. Okay. Because I don't have my laptop, I have not been able to properly digest the list of codes that I've gotten for the last couple of weeks for ID. I've also not really had a chance to look out the new games that have been out because, well, various factors, including laptop, hospital stuff, mother visiting, work. So this weekend, I'm still not going to have my laptop, but I might have an actual chance to look at stuff. but if you want to ask about a game, then you're gonna have to give me a wee bit more context at this point, because that just sounds odd, intriguing, but odd. So yeah. But yeah, no, Fortnite. Whoa, a third-person mystery game in which you play as a maid in 1950s hotel and snoop around strangers' room to uncover their deadly secrets. Discover what links guests together in this tale of love, heartbreak, and murder. Okay, yes, that's now on my list. Is that? I'm assuming it's on Xbox because you wouldn't have said otherwise. Is it out this week? Because it may come in my list on Friday, tomorrow, and then I'll have 3 weeks of codes to process when I get my damn laptop back. They had to order a part, by which I hope they mean the battery, because they didn't have the battery in stock. But it took them like 4 days to send it to the bloody workshop. So when I thought I was going to be able to pick it up tomorrow, it's probably going to be next week now, which means I have to make a special trip. It's out on Xbox on the 13th, next week. So yes, assuming it's ID at Xbox, I will have a code for it. If it's not ID at Xbox, I will be buying that, because that sounds amazing. Definitely a yes from me there. Very intriguing. Very intrigued. Yeah, so there are a bunch of games that just came out that sound intriguing. There's a bunch of games that I already have on my list that are intriguing. There's a bunch of games that I need to stream because, well, they're relevant to a contest. I mean, yes, that too, but also no. So yeah, so there's 12 days, which I don't want to lose my badge, for the, bestest gamer, my bestest gamers badge on True Achievements. It's really silly, but 12 days of Christmas. So I've got to do that, which means that I'm going to try and pick games that I can either do achievements real quick to get them. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't be happy with that either. But in the context of a video game, more things are acceptable. Oh, I can open them, can I? Oh, hello, Puma. So, yeah, and I've lost track of what I was saying. Oh, yeah, so, yeah, I've got a bunch of games that I want to stream, but also a bunch of games that are useful for contests. And also, there's still random to-do list. And bearing in mind Christmas, and I will be limited to what I can play on the original Xbox One. Because I'm not carting my Series X to my mum's. And also I'll be limited by the fact that it's Christmas and I'm going to be a wee bit social. So yeah, and then New Year's Eve. So I've got to finish before New Year's Eve, because on New Year's Eve I'm going to spend time with one of my favourite people, and we're doing an escape room. That one of my favourite people is Leaky. We're doing New Year's Eve escape room, and then we are doing a road trip to go see more of my favourite people. So basically, I have actually limited time this month, so I need to basically find the quickest, easiest things that will accomplish, and I'm slightly worried about the music hack and slash day. I did find a game that I have a code for that is apparently a half-hour completion that I could use. Yes, but Dan, I literally haven't been able to game much for the first week. So, I was behind when it started because it was already the Friday and then my mum came to visit. I had to work and then my mum came to visit. So it's like, yeah. It could be Minecraft Dungeons, but I need like 6 achievements or 5 achievements. And I've got, all of the ones that I have left are like fairly high ratio bitty bobby ones. So yes, I could do some from that. I could also do Cult of the Lamb. There's also, other ones. Why? I'm stuck up a ladder. I didn't actually want to be stuck up a ladder there. I have to wait till I get to the day. I've still got to finish Evil first. So, I have got 1 of the Evils, and I think the other 3 are doable, but I just need a little bit of time. So I will be tackling those tomorrow when I get home from work, and I'm probably exhausted, but it's fine. I have Monday off. I'm taking a day to recover from all the peopling and having to be in the office on my birthday. So Monday I should be able to get a good tackle on things and catch up. Because there's also targets, and I want to line up some like easy achievements so that I can at least get the play on X days target. Because I've missed like 3 days out of the ones that have happened so far, and I am, I don't want to end up with a stupid silver stuck. I chose ones that I can all get gold in. So yeah, so there's targets, there's random to-do lists, there's 12 days of Christmas, there's all my stream, just wanting to do stream stuff. So really what I'm streaming this weekend depends on, which priority wins out. I feel like maybe there's a repeat game that will be useful for one of the contests, and then on one day, and a showcase of like 2 or 3 games to satisfy my promotional needs, commitments. They're the ones that I feel like I need to do because of, getting lots of codes, and I want to make sure I showcase a lot of games. And I'm babbling, and I've got a sore throat because I had my mask on, so I had to overhydrate this morning, and then I had a cup of tea at lunch outside, and then so I haven't had as much hydration as I would like today, and my stomach is acting up, so yeah. I'm babbling. I'm allowed to babble. It's my birthday. It's the one day where I shouldn't have to apologize for babbling. But yes, so hack and slash could be Minecraft Dungeons. It could be something else. We could do something or others. I need to... Random do list has got a Minecraft Dungeons one, so I feel like I should at least try that. Because then it gets the highest ratio off my Minecraft Dungeons one. But I need like season 3 level 20, and I don't know if I got that one yet. I think I'm probably close if I didn't. Then I need to go find a skeleton and horse emote at it. I was working on season 1, I know, but I know that I'd also got a decent amount in the other 2 seasons, for stuff. So, yeah. I don't know. I am babbling. As I said, I'm not going to apologise for it, but I am babbling. So yeah. Anyway, the evil ones. I did 1 in 10 dates. I've got 2 Salmon Max ones that would work. And 1 in After Dream. So once I've got those, which I'll get tomorrow, hopefully, I think it's then the hack and slash, and then it's hack and slash music, and then it's something, and then it's games by Square Enix, etc, etc, etc. But I don't remember what 6 was. Oh, God, tea is good. It is Earl Grey, very lukewarm right now. Not Earl Grey hot, and I will need to go and get myself some hot tea. If anyone wants to fill me in on what the challenges are, the challenge that I missed. It's crossplay games. Ah, yes, because As Dusk Falls counts for that one, and I need to remember not to forget that, because it's a Game Pass game that I played in Game Pass, and I don't want it to go out of Game Pass and me not have finished it. So that one I will definitely do in As Dusk Falls. So I wasn't worried about that one. That's probably why I couldn't remember it. I mean, I have a bunch of qualified achievements for stuff. It's just more of a not wanting to necessarily play the game. It's like I could dig out lips. That would count for a music game. I'm not going to because that... Oh, shit, I fell off. Oh, well. We're committed to being down here now. So, yeah. You liked As Dusk Autumns. You played that last month. Yeah, I was enjoying it. Still am enjoying it. Just, I finished the first half, and then it came to a natural story point end, and I had accomplished whatever it was I was trying to accomplish with that game at that point in time. Doc tries to focus by pulling up the zip line from his friend Marty below. But yeah, so I just have to figure out if, you know, anything that I could play on stream would fit in with, you know, games. Marty's trying to warn Doc about something. Not sure exactly what, as his timing stinks. It's the middle of a thunderstorm and Doc can't hear a thing. Learn sign language. You know, then you're pretty much covered unless it's loud and dark. So Doc returns to exposure therapy and hugs the puma. It cures him. That's not how it works. Now on to fears 2 and 3. So yeah. Do I remember where I left off in my version of the story? Kid in a swimming pool. Zoe? It was the very beginning of part 2, and it starts off with kid in a swimming pool. And then I think I maybe did a little bit more, and there was a kid who found a house. And the dad got away. And there was a comic book. But I think I just was going for one particular achievement, and I got that, and then I stopped again. You have your Sunday stream sorted. Excellent. I have plans to actually watch your Sunday stream. I will have to do it on my phone, but yes. Oh, an airport currently run by dog. Yes, I've seen that. That came out on Xbox. More and more bots. Oh god, in all the discords. Yeah. Getting pinged all over the place from various things. If anyone sees one in mine, will you let me know? Because I'd like to, you know, obviously nix that in the bud. Oh, you meant headbangers. Okay, fine. But also in Discord, a couple of the ones I'm in have been hit with, you know, bots posting weird links. So, yeah. It's good that they have bots. Yeah, it's good that they have bots to make sure the games are running. But it's sad that people aren't playing it, because it's an awesome game. Not my cup of tea, I'll be honest. I mean, it could have just been, you know, because I've been ill, but, like, when I was watching your streams, Jesse, it was like, that music is just driving me nuts. And it was quite tricky, because I was like, I can't really mute the stream, because I want to hear you talk, but also, I have to, because, ow, my head. But that could have just been indicative, because I wasn't feeling very well, not because of anything really bad about the game. Because when I played it at Wasta, I didn't have the sound on. I played a music game without the sound on because I am that person. I'm very sensitive to sound. Not the sound of my own voice, apparently. I love the sound of my own voice. Now you can fly. Fly, my pretties. The witch of the west from Oz. Toto. Not Alice. Dorothy. Wizard of Oz. Yes. Yes. But you have subtitles on, so I got most of what you were saying. Just couldn't. Yeah. I was like, yeah. 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 I'm sorry. It's not you, it's definitely me. Yeah. Hopefully I get some answers about why I've... Well, no, I know why I've been feeling crap. Hopefully I can get some fixes for why I've been feeling crap. From the, specialist doctor person I'm seeing tomorrow. Because, after the unpleasant tube down my throat, it's like, oh, well, there's a thing that's where it's not supposed to be, and that's probably causing the other thing. So, can you fix it? Because I kind of don't really want to be on medication for the rest of my life. Ironically, because, I probably will be on medication for the rest of my life. But yes. Oh, we can! Yay! Can we fix it? Yes, we can. Bombs a bouncer. Can we fix it? Bombs a bouncer. Yes, we can. Great. I don't even know that song and it's now in my head. For free. I want to go back to the scooching. Just gonna scooch in here. So yes, apparently I'm on a babbly, chatty mode today. It will be just chatting stream, except that I don't really like my just chatting screen, and I prefer to be in a game. This is definitely going to take the rest of the stream. I'm going to say that we will do the Holomax Theatre and the Time Train in a different stream. Storm is really brewing now. Actually, no, having said that, it's 60% clean. Maybe it's not as big as it is. Oh, well, okay, well, we'll just go as much as we can and see what we can do. Maybe it's a 3-hour DLC. That's fine. It was a $5. To connect the zip line, Doc has to walk along the ledge and plug it in the base of the clock tower's weather vane. I mean, that also leaky. I also think that. It's like, I'm no Kara. But no, because I have it's also really because I have the green screen. So it's like, I put this on and it's like, you've just got my face in large and the chat. So, yeah. Okay, you need interesting things in like a studio room type thing to be able to do like a proper just chatting screen. Or I need to figure out a better layout. Maybe I need one where I've like got the game in small and then me, and so it still sort of works. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we'll basically go for like till like, I don't know, 10:30, 11, see where we are. See where we are at 10:30 type thing. Because I do have to get up vaguely early. Yeah, I have to get up early because I had to actually go physically to the hospital. Luckily, it is semi on the way to work. It's like halfway on my journey in, so I can actually get to work after I've been quite easily. Which is more convenient than going back home, to be fair. So, yeah, unless it's, unless there's, like, reasons why I would want to just go home and not go into work. In which case, I'm sure people will understand. But I do have some meetings planned that are going to be much better in person, so... And I do really want to try that thing that we finished that I can't say anything about. The project that we got a release candidate for. might want to give that a go. I mean, I can play it here, but it, you know, then people get my honest and open reaction, you know, like I do when I stream. I'm now stuck inside the things. Project Coconut 0.2 Alpha RC1. No! Oh my god, will you move out of the way, you silly, silly things. I fell off that bit and I can't get back up. There we go. Yeah. Okay. We'll just call it Project Coconut. Yes, I want to play Project Coconut. But no, it's like one of those things. It's like everything we do is under NDA, so I can't say anything about anything until it actually goes live. And then it's like, oh, well, I can stream it. If it's a streamable thing. Or I can tell people about it. You know, like the Wonders map, which was very cool. But yeah, everything else, strict NDAs, not allowed to say anything other than, well, I mean, mentioning the fact that we did a release candidate today doesn't contain any useful information. So, yeah. Anyway, I want to play that with the team type thing so that I can be like, this is amazing, and they can genuinely see that it's amazing. And then, yeah, doing a, like, group project thing, which I'm like, if we could just all sit in a room and do the thing, I think we'll be very productive, kind of like a body doubling thing, because trying to do it remotely and fitting it in between other work is currently not really succeeding. Just because there are other demands on your time, and then it's just like, oh, I got nothing done. And even though I earmarked time for this, and I feel bad. So I do want to do a good thing of that tomorrow, and also, you know, got a couple of people that I want to have conversations with. So, preferably I'd like to go in. Ha, ironically. I prepared myself to go in, so I'm mentally prepared to go in. But yeah, we will see. Just want the doctor person to be like, yes, we are going to do this to remedy the thing, and then hopefully it will fix the thing, and then you'll be able to enjoy Christmas dinner. Because currently eating food is less enjoyable these days, which, you know, sucks. I'm sure I'm like oversharing way too much information. No one really cares. Or no one really wants to hear it on stream. So yeah, I do not have a roast potato allergy, thank God, but I will not be able to eat my usual amount of roast potatoes. Which is sad. So what I said to my mum is, can we just make them smaller, like half the size, so then you get extra crisp because they're smaller, so the crisp to floof ratio is like perfect, which means that I can say I had like 17, but they were 17 small ones, and it's like I tricked my body and tricked my brain. That is the last of the tea. I need to get some more. No, not the apricots. Oh, we're stretching ourselves off the screen. And this way. Hi, Mr. Corners. Oh. Okay, everything aches. Is this what getting old feels like? That is a great name wasted on a bot. I know, right? Oh. You couldn't manage when they cut it into 12 slices, so you can only manage 8. Yes, exactly. That kind of trick. It's like, trick my brain into thinking it had like 10 roast potatoes. Whereas, you know, realistically it had like 5, but they were cut into half and extra smooshy. Ooh, thank you for the resub, Mr. Corners. Lots of the resubs today. Doing well. That's like 4. I shall have to hope that I can find my list of things in this stream manager on my phone. You've got to have pizza. Okay, go get pizza, Leaky. We believe in you. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get the stream manager thingy up to see, so I can at the end thank people who did the. Ooh, excuse me. Oh dear. Did the resubbing, but I believe it was Havor and Scruff and Jesse and Mr. Coolness. But I don't want to miss anyone. And then also, there were 2 more Extra Life donations, so we're like 85 away from the goal. Well, we will be 85 away from the goal when I put in the Twitch donations when they clear mid-month. But I figure I can count that in the total because they definitely go into the Extra Life part. But it's like $85. If we get to the end of the year and I'm just $85 short, I'm putting that in. So, you know, I'm not. You know, we're gonna reach the 10k, preferably on the nose, because that would be absolutely beautiful. This year. Eventually, Doc frees the cable, but the storm's directly overhead. Okay. I think I need a bigger ladder. Oh! That might help. Yes. I think I can see it on the phone. It's no time to question his fear of heights. He has to zipline down to the ground before he's electrocuted. He makes it fear to tick onto the lightning. Yeah, that probably will be really helpful, Leaky, but go get your pizza first. Now on the ground, he grabs at a cable glowing with lightning as Marty drives past in the car. Why would you subject yourself to lightning? A hype train. Thank you, Dana Miner, for gifting a sub to Sir Khalid. Except that the hype train is, like, really weirdly squished on this view. Yes, thank you so much. We are 1 sub, possibly a few bits from a different person away from a hype train. That would be cool. No, you don't have to. that please don't feel like you need to, but it was like, oh, that would be really cool. Hype train. Now I've said it, and now it's like, people don't feel obligated. Please don't feel obligated. Everything I earn on Twitch goes direct to Extra Life. Please feel free to donate directly to my Extra Life, rather than to oh, Mr. Coolness. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Lady Magritte. It does have to be in different bits. Twitch is really picky about whom it counts as, and I think. Oh no, it's made progress. I think it has to be like 3 different people or something. Aha! There we go. Alkesh cheered. Hype train incoming. Hype, 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 hype. Aw, thank you so much, Alkesh. 100 beats. Of course, now, like, there's a hype train. Level 2 hype train. Nice. So, everyone, spam the hype emote. No. Subscribers can spam the hype emote. Everyone else can spam other hype emotes. We can have some hype. I need to climb this thing. Yay! Hype emotes. There we go. We'll actually have a hype train. I don't have a handy button for my hype emote here. I should probably do those. Oh, I could have like... But it only posts like 1 message thing. Now I'm thinking out loud. But yes. Hype, 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 hype. Train! Yeah, we do need to go back out there to finish the bit we were doing out of the windows because we got a bit thingy-bajiggied. Ooh! Hype highlights. Nice. So, yes. Something. Streams on the weekend. We're having a full week of streams this week. And I believe also next week as well. For the first time in a while, for various reasons, we've not had a full week of streams. Mostly because of visits from people, which I like. So, full week of streams. I'm not quite sure what we're doing. I'll be honest. Not quite sure what the plan is. Next week will be co-stream on Tuesday, because Jessie has plans on Wednesday. We co-stream on Tuesday. We'll be doing more Talos. There'll be a Thursday stream. I was considering doing a Wednesday stream because Jessie wasn't streaming, and then I was like, no, Leaky streams on a Wednesday, so I want to watch Leaky stream. I feel like I need a ladder, or I need this to be like in here. Oh, I have a ladder. I see the ladder. Voila. Right, where can you go? Up here. Excellent. We'll do that. Ah, nope. We will fail at climbing a ladder. So, yes. So, yeah. On Wednesday, we'll be watching Leaky stream. I'm not quite sure what the game of the jour is. Le jeu de jour. But we will be doing that. And, oh! Thank you, Mr. Corners, for gifting a sub. Gifting a sub to Reese. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I mean, what we might do is like guesstimate December subs to when we put the final Twitch payout in, because sometimes we do that. Sometimes we just go, oh, well, we'll just put it in next year's one. But as we are so close to 10k, I'm thinking, I'm just going to go, how much is December? Leaky, tell us what the jeu de jour. Yeah, jeu de jour. No, Leaky went to buy pizza. We can ask Leaky what the jeu de jour is when he comes back. But the jeu de Sunday, dimanche, I'll stop speaking in French. I'm butchering it. And Ulkesh is probably cringing. I know, it would just be amazing to be like, right, 5 years, 10k. Because, I mean, I was resigned to being like, oh, well, I'll get it next year. It'll be guaranteed. But it would just be rather amazing to be like, 5 years, 10k. One achievement. Oh, my rug arrived. The box is ginormous. I don't know if I have reached. So it's staying in the box. I've collected all the level 1 emotes, so I don't get any emotes. But hopefully people got some emotes. Thank you very much for my hype train. I mean, I'm totally not butchering the French. I speak it. I was just mixing it up with English as well in a, what I thought was funny way. Anyway. Hopefully, both Lady Magritte and Altash will forgive me for the bad French. At least I think Lady Magritte speaks French. I seem to remember discussions about Switzerland, which I believe was about the French-speaking part of Switzerland. So anyway, again, I am babbling. Babble, 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 babble. Trying to distract myself from the fact that I've managed to give myself a headache today. Which probably means I need to take a short break and get some more tea. She's named after a French cheese, so she better speak it. Cheese! Oh! Brie! Right. I was like, what? I love cheese. Cheese is great. I mean, cheese doesn't necessarily always agree with me, and I probably shouldn't eat as much cheese as I do, but I don't care. I mean, God, if you can't enjoy food, what is the point in life? Eat cheese, die young, something, something, something. Um, I mean, we're talking about cheese and I'm bubbling in French. I mean, it's not exactly crossfire. It's more of a, food fight? It's a food fight. I like that. Right. Did I manage to... Ha! Ah. Ah! I don't... Come on. I just want to grab that bit. Oh, window. I'm done. Oops. A lawn sprinkler has gone off unexpectedly. That feels appropriate for this game. But yes, I am just going to take a quick pause here and get myself some tea and possibly paracetamol because there's no point in my head hurting. I thought I'd managed to have enough. I think I probably should make sure I take a break tomorrow to have another cup of tea. It's very hard when you're wearing a mask to remember to hydrate. So, especially when you have to like go outside to take the mask off to hydrate or find somewhere like that no one's in and it's well ventilated. And it was really cold in the office, so it wasn't like I was going to open the window so I could have a cup of tea. Anyway, yeah. Not that, everyone did COVID tests and stuff. It's just more that there were a lot of kids and adults with lurgy, and I don't want flu. And there's no test for flu. I don't want flu. I don't want the winter lurgy. So wearing a mask is just sensible. But yes, I did headache. Right. Okay. Small pause. Small pause. Oh, and my hands are drying out as well. Moisturizer on them tonight. Joe, just go and make a cup of tea. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, I'm back. Oop, I just need to check that I did my daily thing because I was really distracted this morning. Okay. Daily. Okay. I've not got all the search points, but I don't think that really matters. Oh, and if anyone's doing the Microsoft rewards, there's a sale on some of the redeems. I managed to pick up 3 months of Game Pass for a discounted price. So it is worth checking if you have enough points there. I kept my streak, so we're all good. Right. Also check the daily sale items. As in like games. Also, I switched my eyes around and now I gotta refocus. What's on sale? Is it a daily sale? Oh, I don't do daily sales. That requires way too much effort. But I do appreciate the heads up. I will probably check it out on my Xbox after the stream. Is it daily until Christmas? Did I miss already some days, or did they just start today? Yeah, I know, I don't look at the ads. I have like 500 ads on my homepage since they changed it. I can never find my damn games. But yeah, I'm just wondering about the specifics of the daily. I mean, I think I got a TA notification about something that I wasn't massively fussed about. So yeah, I'll have a look after the stream. But appreciate the heads up, Jesse. Always appreciate the heads up. Just yeah, I don't do well with having to remember to do a thing a day unless it literally yells at me every day, which my rewards thing does. So the rewards thing doesn't, but the Xbox app goes, don't forget to collect your points, which I then go, oh yes, I also need to collect the other lot of points, and maybe I'll actually make it to a year streak and not futz it up at Christmas again. I fucked it up at Christmas last year because my routine was changed and I missed an entire day and I was well peed off. Because I was like a month off getting a year, so I had to restart. So I am, and then, did I miss it? Was it Easter or something? And then Christmas. Anyway, I'm vaguely back on track, but ooh, okay, that doesn't go in there. Okay, so how am I supposed to get that? I'm gonna have to use this thing, aren't I? Wow, what is that blipping at me? Ooh, yay! So my hoodie I got from Sick Kids for raising, well, I raised way over the amount that you got for the hoodie thing, is been dispatched. So I'll have a new hoodie. I'm currently wearing my Sick Kids last year's hoodie. I also have a Christmas t-shirt on, which says Slay the Patriarchy, which I was very amused. I don't do Christmas jumpers, I do Christmas t-shirts. I love my new Christmas t-shirt. It's from the Spark Company. They are a feminist clothing company, and I can't recommend them enough. Leaky put me onto them because he got me an awesome t-shirt from them, and I'm like, I need more. So yeah, I'm not sponsored by any of these people. I just really like products. But yeah, Sick Kids is the charity, the hospital charity, medical charity thing that I raise money for during Extra Life. So yeah, they started doing sort of like incentive things last year, and I have some socks. I think I actually have 2 pairs of socks, and this hoodie, and then I get another hoodie. It's very comfy. I got a slightly bigger one. Not that this one doesn't fit, because it does, but sometimes I like more comfort. So a slightly bigger hoodie makes me feel like kind of like I'm comforted. I can't really explain it because, to be honest, it just sounds really silly. But it's not silly to me, so. But I'm still not going to explain it. But yeah, so another hoodie, which is really cool. We got Stray Gods the other day for 25% off. And looks like Lego Star Wars Galactic. Hang on, I can't see the end of the chat, and I've closed my phone went to sleep. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Galactic Edition is 75% off today. Cool. I have both of those currently, but sounds like I need to check the dailies. That sounds like, yeah, I don't want to miss stuff. So thank you, as I said, thank you for the heads up, Jesse. I will have a look after the stream. Lost my train of thought. Don't think I had a train of thought. Yeah, because usually my Xbox yells at me and says, so many games are on sale, and it's like, cool. But at the moment, I was like, I mostly own all the ones I want, and the ones that are on my wish list that are, yes, they're on sale. I'm like, I mean, I could, but I have a lot of games, so yeah. I think Tales of Arise is on sale at the moment, at least according to TA. I think I got a notification about that this morning, but I don't know if it's a buy me now kind of price or a I have enough backlog kind of price. Cool. I mean, yeah, you've got me convinced. I will check the sales, but I'm in the middle of a stream, Jesse. I'm teasing. I know you sometimes do. They're just, I'm gonna load up the store and stuff. I'm like, oh, I don't do that. Spend money now. No. I mean, I do have birthday money, but no, not yet. No, I will have a proper look and consider. Oh god, like lots of tops of things. There we go. Random spot on the floor. Side of a wall. Back of a toolbox. I don't think I really did much to this area particularly. Ooh, under a tool bench. Because I haven't done a crouch. And I do have to order a couple more Christmas presents and not forget. And also, it's my grandpa's birthday next week, and I don't know what to get him. He doesn't need anything, but no one needs things particularly. But I want to get him something cool, and I have no ideas. I know one of the things I'm getting him for Christmas, but I want to get him something nice for his birthday as well. So yeah, I will have to think on it some more. Yeah, people with birthdays in December are a pain. I totally am. Mostly it's a pain because people think they can, do joint presents, but it's not the same. Or you get Christmas themed birthday presents. Or people don't send you stuff on your birthday, they just wait until Christmas, so you get two lots of presents and then they forget and wrap them in Christmas paper, and it's like, oh, one of those is for your birthday. That totally didn't happen last year, honest. It's fine. I got really good presents this year. I am satisfied with my birthday, aside from the headache and the having to go into the office. As much as I did enjoy getting sung to, I would have liked 2 days off. I've had a very, very busy year. So yeah, I've got Monday. We're taking Monday. We will have the Monday and see how it goes. But yeah, it's been one of my better birthdays, especially now that we are the answer to the universe and everything else. Life and the universe and everything else. It's a good birthday. God, you can see the ribs on these pumas. I don't know if that's supposed to be shadow or what, but gosh, they're gaunt. Poor pumas. Need some steaks. Nice antelope or something. I'm catching you up, but, I'm never going to actually catch you. And it's nice. I'm not like the oldest one in the office, I don't think. No, I'm definitely not the oldest one in the office. And, you know, so that's good. Because I have been the oldest one in the office before. It's hard to feed them when they're all the way up there. I know, right? Um, so yeah. Life, the universe, everything else. Do I have a hitchhiker t-shirt? I do, actually. Could have worn that today. No, I think I'll just pick one of my Spark Company ones for tomorrow, because they're lovely and comfy. And I love a good comfort tee. Did you moider them? Is that why you have their t-shirts? Did you moider them, Dan? Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. You only pick up people whose clothes will fit you. Oh dear. Oh, that one's already clean. Okay, good. Alright, so... Oop, crap, I need a duck to go in. It's a funny old day, isn't it? I'm always fairly ambivalent about my birthday. I always feel like I hype it up a lot. In my head, and then it always disappoints. But it's just weird. It's like, well, today didn't disappoint, and I'm kind of thrown by it. You woke up thinking it was the weekend. I mean, I can understand that. There we go. Right, we're nearly there. What we got? Okay, clock ceiling axle. God, I nearly got fripped by that puma out there. I was like, what the hell? Oh, it's a puma. Okay. Clock escape axle mount. The heck is a clock escape axle? Oh, over there. Okay. Clock hammer mount. Clock tower light. Were you really disappointed when you found out it was not the weekend? Or were you like really excited because you were like, "Ooh, it's not the weekend, but Joe will be streaming." Leaky's back! So, Leaky, first question, what pizza did you get? Second question, what is the jeu de jour, the game of the day, for next Wednesday? Inquiring minds must know, because we had a whole conversation about it, and now it's like, well, we need to know. Oh, I think I've done that. It didn't. I don't think it binged. Right. Okay. Now what we got? Clock tower workbench. Oh. Yeah. Jeu de jour. Pizza. Oh, you could have just got both or all. That helps with decision paralysis. Then we could have helped you decide which one you wanted to eat. I think I've got everything, and entrance door is now downstairs. Which, quick thing, we're just going to go... Wouldn't appreciate that. I'm so sorry you had decision paralysis. I feel like maybe you could have gone into the stream and we could have helped you. I feel like that decision paralysis doesn't bode well for the jeu de jeu. I'm now going to call it that. It's officially the jeu de jeu. But maybe I'll add like a command for jeu de jeu. Just because the way that Dan spelt it, because it amuses me. Ooh. I mean, you could do a poll. We could help you decide. If you would like. Lamp lights. Pillar shafts. Lol. Jeu de jeu. Do 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 do. Jeu de jeu. Do 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 do. Jeu de jeu. Do 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 do. Jeu de jeu. I keep doing the singing. I'm sorry. I can't help it. Right. Let's ask Google. No, wait. Let's ask. Ha! I see you. I mean, I can see you, I can't quite reach you. Maybe I can go up the steps. I thought it did, Leaky, but then I had a flop. Um, and it didn't, like, it got no views. I was like, oh, it's another singing one. It'll get like 2,000 views on YouTube's. It did not. It got 0. I was very sad. Right, lamp lights. Oh, I believe this just needs me to be more elevated. Yeah, my YouTube shorts are getting like 0 views these days. It's quite sad. Oh, my Instagram's taking off a bit, and TikTok is, TikTok. I don't care. I have fun. The less time you spend. I mean, it's not like I spend a lot of time making them. Well, I will have to in the future because my cool little site is closing down. But I should be able to get a bunch made next, sometime between this Sunday and like the 14th. I think it's closing down on the 14th. So I'm hoping to get my laptop back at some point, or I can just do it on my computer. But yeah, I should hopefully get a bit of a backlog so that I have time to learn how to make the clips myself. That's what, heck of a job. Wow, how long did that take? Quite a while. PowerWasher, thank you. Can't wait to sit down with the editors now and get those scissors working. Scissors? Really feels like we've been part of something truly special. Oh, for the editing. Special here. We couldn't be more pleased with your work, and if anything else comes up, we'll get back to you in the future. Thanks a lot. Yes, because in the past, in 1984, they had to actually literally cut up the film to edit bits together. Wow. Ooh, Holomax Theatre. Okay. Well, I think we're just going for the full shebang. So, Holomax has activate the holographic shark and clean the grid wall first. That is the tiniest text in the world. I mean, I could save these achievements for day 7, but honestly, I just want to play it now. Grid wall is up on the roof. Thank you very much. Hey, PowerWash Services, how's it going? Hopefully you enjoyed your precious time with us and would like to come back for some more silver screen jet wash action. We've got the green light for another 2 movies, which we're filming back to back. For these, we're time traveling all over the place, back to the Wild Wild West in 1885 into the far-flung future of 2015. My God, mind you, when they came out, 2015 did feel like a long way away. And even into a bleak alternative present. It's a real mind melter. Unfortunately, the first minds to be melted were those of the production crew. They started work on the Hill Valley Town Square of the future, but the incredible looking futuristic movie theatre, but then trashed it as if it's the bleak alternative present. You know what? I'm getting the feeling I'm in danger of melting another mind here, so let's just say we've got a grubby and strange looking movie theatre that we'd like you to wash down in your imitable and excellent fashion. Thanks a lot. Special effects, exposing and rewinding. That is very cool. I mean, literally what they managed to accomplish with like no technology or no like digital editing is amazing. Also, Reese, hi, I will wave because you are low volume. Ugh, and I have itchy eyes. Oh my God, I'm just getting old. Everything is falling apart. No, they're just tired. But I don't want to leave it at a 2-hour stream today. That'd be fun. Gonna do a bit more. Plus, how will I know? How will I know? Well, I'm hoping. It needs a complicated. How do I mime Reese? I thought I'd just wave and then people would say in chat. Which you did. Dear, I've got eye drops. I've got eye drops and moisturizer. Maybe I need one of those like old-fashioned curlers or something. No, we don't want to curl our hair. That would be bad. Okay, so we need to wash the grid wall first. Grid wall is up there. Right, can I do some platforming without having to move this? Moisturize me. Yes, I need to be moisturized. It's that cold weather and... Hey, PowerWash, welcome back to a small, dirty corner of the future. It's very cold and my skin just dries. I'm old now, but my blue rinse... No, I'm going to go red again. I don't know whether to go red before Christmas or after Christmas. When they finish this set, the entire town square is going to look like it's 2015, if you can imagine that far forward. Yes. Yes, I can. Also, I've heard some rumours about the film's predictions. If I run them past you once I've found my notebook. So, 2015, I think. Was 2015 okay, or was 2015 after the event? In which case we were then in the bleak future on the bad timeline. Can't remember. Anyway. It's in the past now, which is just mind-boggling. The bad event, the one that sort of... No, yes, no. The vote. I don't want to say it on stream because I don't want to get into a debate about it. I just can't remember which year that was. It may have been after the bad event. No, but it did begin with a B. I quite admire Margaret Thatcher, you know, in the abstract. Ah, 2016. So 2015 was still in the okay timeline. I mean, I know, you know, some shit things probably still happened, but, you know. There were a series of several unfortunate events that started us down the path to the bad timeline. The original Blade Runner is set 4 years ago. Well, that's just wrong. Oh, there's 2 sides to the grid wall. Excellent. Thought I'd bugged it up. It also probably has a top. I mean, that's fair enough. I wonder if the old lady that wrote the book, Agatha, what's her face, in Good Omens, could have predicted Leicester winning. Agatha, I think Agatha. Anyway, I like Good Omens. Oh, now my mouth hurts. Stupid, what the hell? Grid wall. Loop. Whee, we fell off. Oopsie. Right, now we just need to find an X apparently to stand on to activate the shark. Ooh, yawn. Okay, well, at least this is a relaxing stream. Miami have a baseball team. Okay. Hey, there's a real fun trick that the special effects team have done for the movie theatre if you want to try it out. Ah, so that's going to be the shark thing then. Just stand on the special marker on the road and wait for the magic. Okay. We'll do that in a minute. Special marker on the road. Ah! Okay. If I can get the right D-pad. Miami have a baseball team. Okay, well, I don't know why that would be. Ooh. Whoa, hologram. Hello. That's not disturbing at all. Shark still looks fake. Has anyone seen Good Omens, read Good Omens, Agatha, someone's most accurate predictions or something? Someone's put eyes in the graffiti. Sometimes the graffiti is prettier than the actual building, I have to say. Mostly complete and accurate prophecies? Someone help me out here. Oh, Good Omen, the nice and accurate prophecies of Agnes Nutter. Which, thank you, Leaky. Dan, Good Omens, it is chef's kiss. Anyone giving it bad reviews, needs their head checked. I would 100% recommend it. I can understand though, because yes, some of the Pratchett adaptations not great. The Night Watch adaptation had a lot of problems, but Good Omens, it's got David Tennant and Michael Sheen. Honestly, if you like any of Terry Pratchett or Neil Gaiman's work, even if you don't, you should just watch it because it is just mwah. Like, just, yeah. Just for the characters. Yeah, The Watch was the one that got panned. I still haven't watched that. My friend who loves Pratchett watched it and he was like, it's okay, it's just not Pratchett. I've watched some of like the BBC ones, they're not bad. I mean, you know, it's just, you know, Terry Pratchett was just one of a kind, and it's just hard to capture that essence. But for some, I think it's because Neil Gaiman was involved. Good Omens, it's one of those ones where it's like almost, I feel like the TV show is better than the book. And I very rarely say that about things. So, there we go. But yeah, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. And there's 2 seasons. I believe the second season is original. Obviously, because it's got Neil Gaiman involved, it's still penned by the original people. But I think the whole of the first season is the book. Yeah, exactly. He's just he's unique, and his perspective on like the world and social inequality and that, that's just sort of capitalism and everything is just, he just says everything just so brilliantly. I know that everyone always goes, if you're reading Discworld, don't start with Light Fantastic, whatever. But I like Light Fantastic. I like Rincewind as a character. I think I've read like most of his books. I think there were a few later ones that came out while I was like not able to access a library, because I read all of them at the library, obviously, because I was a kid and I couldn't afford books. My brother had like Light Fantastic and some other ones. So I promised fun predictions from the film, right? Strap yourself in. Me, I'm a big fan of Making Money, Going Postal. Those two books. I don't know why particularly, but just love those ones. Prediction 1, there'll be flying cars galore in 2015. Sadly, no. Nor hoverboards. But yeah, maybe something to do with a character called Moist von Lipwig, or maybe it's just because he makes stamps. Going Postal, Making Money, my favourite books. I think that's for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if we had them by 1995. Yeah. I really hope we have them in 1995. I turned 13. It would be really great to have my party in space. Oh God, bless you. But yeah, no, you couldn't get into Good Omens. Oh, I mean, I binge, so unless it's so terrible or like cringe, I will just sit and watch. But with that one, I was like just mesmerized and so happy that there's season 2. There's the season 3 as well. I just really got into the characters. But yeah, Going Postal, Making Money, some of my favorite Discworld books. I own them in like various formats, digital, physical, audio, because I do that with all my favorites. What else? I couldn't get into Rising Steam as much. I think because he doesn't create, like he created the stamps and created the money. I don't think that's really, well, I'm sorry if that's a spoiler. I think it's that act, but with the train. I mean, it took me several goes to remember to read it. that wasn't the book's fault. That was me and my backlog. But yeah, it just didn't connect quite the same. Still really enjoyed it. But yeah, and then yeah, there's a couple like near the end I think I haven't read. Or maybe more than a couple, I can't remember. I've been buying them all in ebook form, and I plan to do a read through at some point, when I finish my many other books that I want to read. Currently I'm reading about lesbian necromancers in space. I just finished Gideon the Ninth and about to start Harrow the Ninth. Very, very good book. Took me like 5 chapters to get into it a bit. You've fallen out the habit of reading. Well, audiobooks. I always recommend audiobooks for people that can't, that are struggling to get back into reading. Audiobooks are awesome. There you can do other things, or you can just like, lie with your eyes closed and listen to a good book. Someone reads to you. It's quite therapeutic, actually. But yeah, I think like going postal, making money. I remember reading Pyramid Truth, Moving Pictures, round about those, but I feel like I missed a few. I wonder, hang on, let me just get my Kindle open because I've got most of them. I think there's about 10 I haven't actually got. I've got 34. Oh, I've got 34 of them, I think. 34 or 41. Okay, there's 6 I haven't got. Color of Magic is the first one. Yeah, Color of Magic and Light Fantastic. My brother had those. I remember reading Equal Rights and loving it. Mort was one of my favorites when I was growing up. I've just literally read Pyramids, Gods, 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 Moving Pictures. That's like 8, 7, 8, 9. Reaper Man, Bringing Small Gods, Interesting Times, Feet of Clay. I remember those. Last Continent, Carpe Jugulum, Fifth Element, The Truth. There we go. Thief of Time. And I've got Amazing Maurice, We Free Men, Hatful of Sky, Going Postal, yep. Thud. I don't remember reading Wintersmith, Unseen Academicals, Snuff, Raising Steam. I think Tiffany Aching books I haven't read. So I think I've read most of them. I guess it depends on what the other ones that I don't have are. Eric Lords and Ladies I've read. Masquerade I read. Nightwatch Monstrous Regiment. Making Money. No, okay. Well, I've read most of them. I don't remember all of them. Let's put it that way. Oh, Truckers and Diggers. Yes. I mean, I used to live in the library, so I would. You bought order doing Black Friday. Yes, Black Friday was good. I picked up a couple of ones in one of my series, because they were on sale, and I was like, that's a good bargain. But yeah, Truckers and Diggers. I read those at school, because yeah, I had a library card, which meant that I could read whatever they had in the library, and I did. I consumed a lot of books. Of course, this is like, 20, 30 years ago, closer to 30. The librarian was an orangutan. No, in the books they were, but no. They were very nice ladies that worked at the libraries, and they would always be like, amazed at how many books I would take, and they'd be like, you read those all? And I'm like, yes, I read really quickly. But yes, I remember getting Terry Pratchett books and all sorts. And then, I used to buy books with my pocket money. And then I went to university and had no money. And then when I got a job, it's like, ooh, I can start buying books again. So I did. And now I have a small library. Well, no, I have a big library. I have 3,000 books. Brandon Sanderson. Ooh, yeah, Brandon Sanderson. The Mist? No. There's one that's like 9 books now. Mistborn! Thank you. Yes. Love that series. I've signed Brandon Sanderson books because I was working in central London and he tweeted that he just signed a bunch of books at literally the Waterstones that was round the corner, and I'm like, I'm just snipping out, and I've just bought them all. I haven't read them, but I bought them all because I was like, I never get signed stuff. So I just wandered in and like picked up all of the books he just signed. So like Elantris and stuff like that. But yeah, so I do really like him. He did an amazing job of finishing off Wheel of Time. When Robert Jordan died. Yeah. I really love Mistborn though. But yeah, he did such a good job of finishing off the Wheel of Time. I was so chuffed because sometimes, authors die and people shadow write stuff and it's kind of shit. Or authors die and I never get my end of my series. Or authors just don't finish the damn series. But Wheel of Time deserved a good ending. It got a good ending. I am very pleased. It didn't get a rushed ending. It got 3 books. Ugh. Yeah. Elantris, Warbreaker, and Stormlight Arc. I've not actually read any of those. I do own them. I own a lot of books I haven't read. At some point, I will go back to Brandon Sanderson and actually finish the books I own. Douglas Adams. Yeah, I mean, didn't a new Douglas Adams book come out? I don't know if that was like a found manuscript or something. And then Hunger Games. I did enjoy the Hunger Games. I thought the first book was probably the strongest. But the other ones weren't so bad. I haven't done Snake. What's his face? The one about the president. I think it's Snake something is the name of the book. Snakes and Serpents and something. Anyway, but the films, like the first film was good, and then it just went downhill after that. And then I haven't read Rising Shields. Not really into as much anime. I tend to be very bad at reading comics. I much prefer books, but I do have a bunch of comics I do like. What was I reading? I was catching up with the thing. Third or fourth book of Wheel of Time, you got stuck. I understand. I really like the narrative descriptive, you know, they go off on a tangent and, you know, have a whole, I think it was like Perrin's book was that one. Fourth or fifth, and I know a lot of people hated it. I loved that one, but I can understand why you'd have got stuck there. Try to get on with a girl with girl with the dragon tattoo and stuff. I haven't read those. There's an author who's written newer Hitchhiker Guides to the they went a patch on the originals. You've been more lazy doing audiobooks, you don't commute. Yeah, I stopped listening to my damn podcasts when I stopped commuting 3.5 years ago. I have like 3.5 years of podcasts on my phone, which I can't delete. But it's slowly taking up more and more space. I tend to listen to audiobooks if I'm gaming and I don't have a current binge show. I listen to them when I'm going to sleep because that helps me sleep. Of course, then I miss part of the audiobook and have to rewind, but yeah. And it's really useful, like if you're doing something with your hands, like cooking or whatever, to, you know, have an audiobook as a sort of a backup-y thing. I consume books in multiple medias. Yeah. I did do a couple of podcasts. I just don't get the same thing. Don't get the same investment as I did when I was commuting and listening to podcasts. Prediction 2, hoverboards. Yeah, we didn't get those either. Gotta say I'm skeptical. It's a big ask. I'm gonna sneeze. Hang on. I mean, skating already feels like a fad. Wheels on a plank? Come on. Tend to listen to podcasts over everything else, but there's a lot you can do while watching. Okay. So if we have hoverboards, surely we could have hover shoes. Ooh. There's a bit of captions, Joe sneezes. Wasn't that obvious from the sneezing part of the thing? It's cold. The heating's on, but my nose is cold. Please let us hover. Please have hover shoes by 2015. I'll be 50 and I could host a disco or on a lake or something. Okay, that's just weird. Yeah, so yeah, I eschewed podcasts because I wasn't commuting. And now I tend to audiobook instead of podcast, which is fine. I need to be really like vicious and go through my podcast and just go, what is the point in listening to 3-year-old game news? Just delete it, and if you're going to start again, start fresh, you know, from the most recent one. But I just can't do that because I might miss something, and thus I have I don't have time to listen to 3 years of podcasts. It's not a good use of my time, and then it's just, now I just keep on downloading, like, hours of podcasts. The problem was, I think, by the time it got to pandemic and the lockdown and everyone had to work from home, is I was already behind on my podcasts because I had too many subscriptions than I had hours. I had more subscriptions than I had hours, you see. So I was already behind. And then I've added a bunch more since because people have recommended them or I've been looking for a particular topic. And I have listened to some, but I just haven't gone back and been like, right, we can't listen to these old episodes. Just don't have the time. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Auto-archiving. I'm really much of a FOMO person. I don't want to miss out on something that I might want to hear someone's opinion on. and it's just really stupid. I need to be, as I said, I might listen to podcasts if I actually sorted out my podcast app. But anyway, audiobooks are great. Physical books are great. However you consume books is great. If you can't consume books, that's also fine. And if you want to get back into consuming books, I do recommend audiobooks. Start with something you'd already read, so it's familiar. Embrace the JOMO. Gotcha. Or, get something from the library. Libraries also do audiobooks now. If you have a library card, there are digital apps where you can go in and get audiobooks and digital books. Depending on which library you have, there are different things. Obviously, this is at the moment, I'm talking about the UK. It may be the same in America and other countries, but, libraries are awesome anyway. Libraries exist, and libraries are now embracing digital very much, so your mileage may vary, but talk to your local library about what you can access. I'm not sponsored by any libraries, but I feel that they are literally the most important resource you can have, and they should be protected and preserved and etc. I would have been very lost without my local libraries when I was a kid. So yeah, if you're trying to get back into reading, start small. Read a comic, listen to an audiobook, listen to a short story. You can get like a kid's book. I read a lot of like kid stories. Not like, well, I mean, I read picture books to my nieces and my nibblings. But I was talking about like, the ones that are like Enid Blyton, like aimed at like, not teenagers. There's a lot of young adult books that are quite easy to get into. Depends on what genres you like. I am happy to recommend books. If people want book recommendations, I will recommend books. Tell me what you like. I am not an expert by any imagination. I have just read a lot of books. Audiobooks are great. And yeah, but I mean, podcasts are also good. It depends what you like. Reading is great. But yeah, I literally have so many books. I qualify as an actual library. Because someone said, it takes 1,000 books to make a library. I have 3. In various formats. Yeah. At some point, when I finally sort out the bookshelf in my office, I will scan in the rest of my physical books to know how many physical books I have to get a really accurate number. Because obviously I've got a bunch of digital books, which I know the numbers, and a bunch of audio books, which I also know the numbers. As in, I know how many I have. But I do not know exactly how many physical books I have. The Angel SK Book Club needs to be a thing. At least because the acronym is ABC. Okay. Maybe we could have, like, a book club, or, a book channel in the Discord. And we can talk about books. And you'd be like, what book did you really enjoy? And then, just recommend stuff. Because I always like recommendations from other people. I like hearing about books other people have enjoyed because I love books. And I love telling people about books that I've read. Like, literally, I just read one about necromancers in space. Lesbian necromancers in space. So it's very light on the lesbian part. As in, it was, like, not a tawdry, smut. Which I do read that. I will only recommend you tawdry smut if you request it, because I realise it's not everyone's cup of tea. I do not discriminate, but having been told it was lesbian necromancers in space, I was expecting a tiny bit more, of the lesbianisms. Maybe the next book will have more lesbianisms in. But definitely there was necromancers in space and like a whole conspiracy, and like I was it was a bit of a slow burn getting started. I have to admit, I got to like chapter 3, got distracted by another book, and then had to restart when I came back. And then I was like, right, I'm pushing through because I need to read this. because everyone keeps on recommending it to me, and it it must be good. And then I think chapter 5, 6, 7, something around then, it was like, oh my god. And then like night before last, I hit like the twisty twist of the story, and I stayed up till 3 a.m. and I couldn't stop reading, but I had to stop reading because my eyes were closing and I couldn't see the books, see the words. So yeah, prediction 3, Jaws 19. Jury's out on that one. Nah. Yeah, less space, more sapphic. No, just more sapphic. Doesn't have to be less anything. You know. I mean, who doesn't want to watch a shark movie? There's so much story there. I mean, Sharknado probably goes up to like 19, but just not Jaws. No, it doesn't need to be any less. It was just, it was very, very subtle lesbianisms. You know, blink and you miss it if you didn't know. If you didn't know, then you really probably wouldn't have realized it was just so natural, which is great. Obviously, don't, you know, it needs to, it was just part of the story. It was just a thing. But I was sort of expecting a tiny bit more romance, and it just wasn't that kind of book. It was a completely different kind of book. I'm okay with the kind of book that it was because it was great. Especially if you branch out to Hammerheads. The maximum number of films for any franchise is 3, right? I mean, after that, it all just starts getting a bit silly. Oh, I fell off the roof. But anyway, it was brilliant, and I did eventually finish it the next night. And now I'm reading a short story called How to Lose the Time War, which is really sweet. It is the Bigglest Dickless book, in that this random internet person who had quite a big following on the internet went, hey, I just read this great book, and it suddenly shot to the top of the charts because, you know, Bigglest Dickless recommended it. So it's like a really interesting, it's our book club book for this. Well, it was supposed to be this month, but we're very bad at actually remembering to do the club part of the book. The club part of the book club. It is a really interesting, like, social phenomenon, because he wasn't promoting it. He literally just said, I read this. It's a really short audiobook. It's like 4 hours. Oh, yay, thank you, Leaky. Yes, if you're part of my Discord, there's a book club channel. If you're not part of my Discord and want to talk about books, there's a book club channel. The link is in my bio, or there's a !! Discord command. There we go. Thank you. Leaky, you're awesome. So yeah. Got lost in my train of thought. Yes, Bigglest Dickless. So yeah, this random guy, who was obviously a minor internet celebrity, was like, yeah, this is a great book, and if you can't read books, it's on audio, and it's like 4 hours. And then yeah, it shot to the top of the charts. It was literally like #1 with a bullet. And it was like, wow, the power of an internet recommendation from a big time influencer that was completely natural, completely organic, no artificial. He wasn't sponsored or, you know, paid for that. It was just, I really enjoyed this book. You should read it. So yeah, I wanted to discuss that sort of social phenomenon in the book club thing, as well as the book. But yeah, it's a short story, but it's just taking me a long time to read because it's a lot of letters and actual letters, not word letters. Because it's written in, like, you know, a little bit of story, letter, and I always get characters mixed up. So I'm trying real hard to make sure I've got the characters the right way around. But I think once I've read it, I'm going to have to go back and read it again when we actually do the book club part. The club part of the book club part. God, I am really talking today. Apologies, anyone's ears are bleeding. Because I once I've read it, I'll be like, now I've got the characters straight. But I am very intrigued. Yeah, exactly, Dan. It's like, it's full of letters. Well, what else is a book full of except maybe pictures? But no, it's full of like they're writing letters to each other. There's two people. They are agents in this time war. You get that in the little blurby thing. One's called Red and one's called Blue, and it's got a beautiful cover with like these little sort of origami birds to illustrate, I guess, the paper letters. Except they're not always on paper, and it's just really clever. And I'm just trying to wrap my head around what's happening. And yeah, I think it'll need 2 reads. But yeah, it's like a 200-page book. It's tiny. I have a physical copy as well. It's taking me a bit longer. Leave Our Button Reads is a great podcast. Yes, it is. I am subscribed to it. I have not listened to really listened to podcasts in 3.5 years. But I do like Leave Our Button's voice. It is very good. I also like Stephen Fry's voice, and he reads the complete Sherlock, which I occasionally break out if I need a good, feel good audiobook. So, yeah. I mean, I like short stories, I like long stories, I like medium-length stories, I like graphic stories. I do read a lot of webtoons. I like audio stories. I like stories in games. Just any kind of stories. I love what it does to my brain. Stories. Stories are good for the brain. Don't know if you know what I mean. But I grew up with stories. I could escape into stories. I read a story and I'm like, I'm in a different world. It was a long time before stories got me to the point where I would be so emotionally invested that I would be bawling my eyes out if anything ever happened to the characters. But that's happened more and more in recent times. I don't know whether I'm mellowing in my old age or just, connecting more on an emotional level. But I read the first one, Feed, by Mira Grant, which is the alias of Shauna Maguire. Amazing author. I was so distraught by the ending of that book. It was so well written, but I can't go back and now read more of that. Oh, I fell off again. I can't really go back and read the rest. Is a trilogy. I want to find out what happens, but also I can't take that emotional hit again. It was devastating to me. So well written, but absolutely emotionally devastating. I mean, it probably didn't help that I was reading it like as the pandemic was happening, and it is literally about, well, it's about a zombie. How do I jump? There we go. It's like a zombie apocalypse thing. Like, but it, so well written. Like, sci-fi horror type genre, I think. Possibly young adult, maybe not. Well, that's because you are a very empathetic person, Leaky. I am, but it was very different with written words for a while. But now I'm like discovering more of me. I'm connecting more with the written words. So I'm getting that emotional connection there. Because, stories were mostly escapism when I was growing up for various reasons. So I couldn't connect emotionally. So, yeah. But I could escape. And then now it's like, oh, well, now I can have an emotional connection as well. And it's like, it's like everything is suddenly 1,000 times better. But also, oh my God, I'm an emotional wreck from this character. But that was the first one that really got me. Bawling my eyes out. The next one that really, really got me was Natalie Simmons, I think. Good Girls Die Last? Good Girls... don't want to give you the wrong title. Hang on. Good Girls Die Last. It is Good Girls Die Last. Natalie Simmons. Absolutely killed me. Absolutely killed me, but for a different reason, because it was just written in a way, it's like, oh my god, this could be, you know, this could be anyone. No worries, Mr. Corners. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for the resub and the gift subs. You're awesome. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I am losing my voice now because I've been talking so much. I'll be going to work tomorrow, and everyone will be like, Joe, why are you croaking? You will. I'm like, no, I talked for 3 hours straight on my stream. Nearly 3 hours. Okay, I'm like 99% done with this thing, so I fell off again. You know what? Get a better angle. Yeah, it's like, I'm not ill, I just talk too much. But it's been nice. I felt like I've had a lot of stuff to talk about. And you've all been a great audience. I think we are going to finish this DLC today, because we're so close, I think. Alright, archers. Because after this we've got a train. Oh, well, the train might be... Train is shorter. Right, okay, well that answers that question. So yeah, we'll just finish it today. What do you want on the archers? Oh, that... Well, that was an arch, okay. There we go. Outer arch spandrels? What the heckady is a spandrel? I don't know, but I suddenly went, oh, I don't remember finishing the letters off the same. And also, yeah, there's a whole bit of this. May not be a spandrel, but hey. Oh, I fell off. Do I need more tea or a stretch? I mean, I could do with actually drinking the tea that I made. So probably the answer is yes. Did we find the spandrels? Do we know what a spandrel is? Ah, spandrels might be that. Ah, it is a spandrel, but which one? Oh, hang on, I just saw a bit of light. Which one? Glowing. Ah, that was a light. The misc train level achievement is a bad one. Ah, there we go. Oh, I found out what I missed there. Like a whole section of black. Why is it a mean one? Alright, ceiling lights. am! It counts for day 4. Great, that helps. It'll make tomorrow easier. But then by tomorrow I'll be so many days behind. Entry floor. There we go. Entry plasters. Oh, these things. What are they called? Plasters. Side wall. Yes, I missed that because I was concentrating on figuring out what a plaster was. It is moderator slash spouse, not my spouse, Sammy's spouse, user, Twitch user Sledge Calio, online, which means that the actual Sammy Kelch will probably be online as well. Right, I need to be. There we go. Set a roof trim. Turret wall, turret windows. Let's start with turret windows. Yeah. Hope everyone is doing okay. And is having fun today. Oui. Having a bit of a drunken on the turret. Alright. Turret wall while we're up here. Jaws 19 sign. Any particular Jaws 19 sign? This one. And the hollow projector. Woo! I should have some tea. Oh. Seen the movie theatre, it's practically sparkling. Looks just great. And you've got us right back on schedule. Can't wait to see Monty's face once we're all set up and that shark flies out at him. I can't tell you exactly what's next, but keep your pager handy. We're probably going to need you again very soon. Doc's time train. Hey pal, thanks for fitting us in again. We're wrapping up the third and final, and we do mean final film now, and boy is the scheduling getting tight. We went back to Wild West in this one, which naturally means we've got a time-travelling steam locomotive. How else is Doc going to ride those timelines? I'm really not sure what's happened, but the time train looks like it's been driven through a rainbow. Don't know if it's anything to do with some multicoloured logs that we used in an earlier scene to get the Old West train up to 88 miles per hour. Regardless, we need it clean for our next shot. I'll leave you to it. You know what you're doing, and thanks a lot. Okay. Alright. This is what makes time travel something or other. Clean the flux capacitor and its particle colliders first. Okay, flux capacitor. And particle colliders, okay. It is a bit rainbowy. Okay. Where's the flux capacitor? Right, flux capacitor housing? Just... Aha! Didn't see what he said then because I was... There we go. Flux capacitor, but not the housing. There we go. I did the evil one. Now I'm going to read the message. Hello again. Looks like this is going to be our last job together. It's the final scene of the entire trilogy. Okay, now we can just clean. So yeah, we'll do this one, and then the whole DLC is complete in one go. Okay, so shorter. Or did we do the SpongeBob one in one go? Don't remember. I know the Final Fantasy took 2. Well, I think it was technically 3 because also we ran into a glitch because that was the whole memory issue. I think Lara, did we do Lara in one? I mean, I could have a look at my YouTubes. On my YouTubes, right. Search. How? Ooh. Okay. Final Fantasy Part 2. SpongeBob SquarePants was 2 streams. Final Fantasy was 2 streams. Lara Croft was 2 streams. The entire game took like 13. And then we had to replay the last level because it was each. Did the gold challenges. And then we've done some of the bonus jobs. I did a bunch of them during Extra Life as well. So this was then the shortest of the DLCs. Not that I'm complaining. I mean, it's been a good solid, what are we, 3 hours nearly? And I've been talking. But I've been talking and washing. So, slightly less distracted. Of course, I've been talking over the lovely ASMR sound of the wash, because apparently I just like the sound of my own voice. We will be winding now. It has been lovely having you all here. Helping me celebrate my birthday. We had a hype train, we've got a time travelling train. I mean, what could you want for? What could you want? Good friends, good company, good bants. I just said bants. I should not have done that. I'm not cool enough to say pants. Good game. I want to platform more and it's not letting me. There we go. With the angle. Good game, good game. Yeah. GG's. And we will be achievement complete again until the next DLC comes out. I'm assuming what they're doing is like bonus jobs and title updates, songs, achievements, and free DLC, songs achievements. But paid DLC has achievements, which I think is a good way to do it. It is a clever content strategy. It's just a clever content strategy. Don't know about you, but this is exactly how I'd expect a time machine to look. Were made by an inventor who travelled in the future before coming stuck back in 1885. It certainly has a lot of bells and whistles. Literally in some cases. Oops, sorry, I think that might have been a spoiler. It's fine, I've seen the movies, we're good. Ah, that's satisfying sound. Ding, 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 ding. What does the fox say? What does the fox say? Yep. Satisfying dings. Right. wish I prepared like a birthday appropriate little clip to upload, but I don't think I have. I'll have to pick one that, you know, is appropriately Joe to be like, it's my birthday. Have a clip. I feel like I need to upload a clip. I'm doing quite well on remembering to upload content. And I did a social media blast to get any additional Extra Life donations. And also basically to tell everyone it was my birthday. I am such a small child. It's like I have to have everyone knowing it's my birthday and saying happy birthday to me. It's not like I want presents. I just want, you know, today to be about me. I think that's reasonable. And I had a call with my nibblings earlier. And oh, my nephew is getting so big. And he smiled at me and waved goodbye at the end. So I'm happy, and I'm looking forward to seeing them at Christmas. Because you know, I know, right? Oh, exactly. That's exactly what I thought. It was so sweet. And my niece is growing up so fast. At school and everything. Both of them are adorable. Ding. Fully invested in nibbling news. Yeah. Well, I mean, I have to be careful what I share because obviously, you know, they have their right to privacy. And, you know, it's one of those things, it's like, they need to be able to grow up and not be haunted by stuff that, like, I've shared. So it's like, you know, I have to be real careful what I share. But I think the fact that, you know, my nephew waved at me and smiled and pointed is acceptable to share because there's no PII in that one. Personally identifiable information. And I am invested in seeing them at Christmas because I haven't seen them since May. Just because everyone's been busy. I mean, I've seen them on video calls. It's not quite the same. Because like when we first went through lockdown, my niece was younger, so we had more video calls, but because everyone was working from home, it was a lot easier to do that. Whereas, you know, now people are more back in office and stuff. There are fewer video calls. The time train is based on the legendary Sierra Railway number 3 locomotive, which is a total Hollywood legend in its own right. Just because, yeah, everyone's just so much busier and sleep and stuff, which is fine. But yeah, I just really want to see them growing up. Like, the career of any true movie star, it's been derailed, marked for scrapping, but something. I missed the end of that. But has always come back stronger. So, yeah. But obviously, it's not like I got to see my niece any more physically than when we were the lockdown. In fact, I think it was even less. It's just because my nephew's grown so much since May. He was like barely holding his head up, floppy, not really interacting, to now he's like sitting, possibly even crawling, maybe walking soon, and like almost like a little person now. So it's like, ooh, well, I need him to know me. and not just a face on a screen. But it's just a different feeling. So yeah, Christmas, and then we'll have a family holiday in like April, I think it is this year. Um, and that'll be good. I mean, it'll be obviously exhausting. But that's more because of my brother, not my nibblings. It's like full on dad mode today. It's like sweets are bad because I said I got some sweeties for my birthday, and I did. Daisy got me some rhubarb and custard from the local store that looked more like the normal the rhubarb and custard I grew up with, like nice bright colours. So I'm very excited. So it was, my Tim was like, "What did you get for your?" My brother was like, "What did you get for your birthday?" And you know, I was sharing, and I said, "I got some sweeties." It's like, oh, sweeties are bad. Sweeties are naughty. You can't have sweeties. And I'm like, I'm an adult. I can have sweeties. And apparently there was some subtext about, not wanting his kids to have sweeties. And I'm like, what? And I was like, okay, I also got some biscuits. Are biscuits allowed? Oh, well, as long as you've eaten all your dinner. It's like, this is how you get eating disorders in children. You don't tell kids that foods are naughty and bad, and they'll get in trouble if they eat them. That is how eating disorders develop. That is how I have an eating disorder, because of the stuff that, I internalized about food when I was growing up. Food is totally neutral, exactly. In moderation, everything's fine. Except for poison. Poison is not good in any kind of quantity. Unless you are a spy and trying to, make yourself immune. That's probably the only acceptable thing where poison ingested is acceptable. Or, like some kind of dictator and, no, let's just not go down that train of thought. But anyway, yeah. So I was a little bit miffed that he was expecting me to lie to his kids. So, yeah, that was a little bit of a downer on that. It's like, I was very excited because I got my favourite sweeties. It's like, not like I can eat them tons because, ooh. Yeah, we're totally gonna hit the target. Thank you, Anonymous. Oh, hang on. Let me go to the... Anyway. It didn't yay. Oh, we were too late. It's up, but it didn't yay. Sorry, Anonymous. I wasn't quick enough to get a yay. But yes, we're totally gonna hit our target. I mean, thank you very much, anonymous person who donated the $10. If you've done anyone that's donated and done the token redeem, I will send out emails. Crap, don't have my laptop. I will have to try and copy and paste an email with the whole thing from what I did before. It was just easier to do because I had a template on my laptop, which is currently in the goddamn shop. So frustrating now not having my laptop. I will send out an email, and then, but if you are aware of the list, please, comment on the list. I won't be able to process the list and send out the codes, but as long as you claim them and you're the first one to claim them, they're yours. And if you want to be patient and wait a week, there'll be 3 weeks of codes once I get my laptop back. There'll be some new games from the last couple of weeks going as well. So you could spend some now and save some tokens. Up to you. But thank you very much. And yeah, so that's now, what are we, 75 approximately. And that's if I don't, that's without adding December ones in advance. So yeah, as I said, I can easily make that up myself, just if I need to. That is a very reasonable number for me to just make up myself. Also, Zeus is who's the team leader for our Extra Life team, is streaming this weekend for Extra Life. I don't have a button for Zeus. Is there a mod that can do the shout out that knows Zeus's full username? I think it's like OMG Zeus. But I again don't have my laptop, which has the link on it to yeah, to do properly. Thank you. That one. Yes. So Zeus is streaming this weekend. I believe it's like 2 12-hour streams, which is probably infinitely more sensible for Extra Life, because they weren't able to do it because they had an operation on like their shoulder or something during the actual thing. So please do, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, go and watch Zeus's stream. And if you have any spare monies that you don't want to donate to me, you can donate to them. But also, it's for charity. I shall be donating. Looks like you're nearly done, so I just wanted to say how good it's been having you on set. I literally have no idea how you store all of that water in that backpack of yours. No, I don't. It's magic. Honestly, you and your gear belong in another of these movies set even further in the future. Yes. I'm not even quite sure how we've travelled back to 1984, so yeah. But yeah, so this is doing Extra Life streams this weekend. They've already raised like well, last time I checked I think it was 2,666 or something round about there, because I appreciated the good number. If they've not got their Extra Life link handy on their stream page, if you go to mine and then go to the team, it's Megan on the team page, and you can donate there if you are wanting to do it ahead of the stream because you can't make the stream. Obviously you don't have to, I'm just letting people know how to donate if they want to. I need a ladder. That's going to be easier. Need a ladder. Okay, let's do that because we've got a whole bunch of stuff here that we just can't get. Yeah, they're the team leader. Something. Thank you. There we go. Donation link. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Leaky, for providing those, and Dan for doing the shout out. So yes, if you want to donate, those are the links. They have some eclectic games, I don't know. They have a mix of games, that's the word I wanted, that they're going to stream. I think they're doing some of the Quarry, I saw. And that's about the only thing I registered. There's a blog post which sets that out. Ooh. Got a lot of top of the train bits here. But yeah, I plan to have... Well, I say I plan to have the stream up. I don't know how I'm going to... Maybe I have to, like, repurpose my work laptop temporarily, just because I don't think I can go the whole weekend without being able to watch streams as well as TV and game. There we go. Possible multiplayer stuff with friends, Fall Guys, Among Us, Headbangers, etc. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Dan, for providing the infos. So, yeah, if you're interested in that, that's cool. I mean, depending on when Fall Guys is, I could totally join that. I also like Among Us. I've not played it in ages. So, yeah. I will basically be trying to join the stream. Whining because I don't have my laptop because it had to get a new battery, and they just, if they'd have just sent it to the workshop on the day I brought it in, or even like the Monday, but it took like to the Wednesday to get to the workshop. So of course when they had to order the battery, it's now not going to be ready for tomorrow, which is what they originally said when I was in the store. They did say like take up to 10 days, which I did not realize, because that was not on the website when I booked the service. It's because it's one of those models from like 2018 where like you have to take the entire thing apart to change the bloody battery, because of course it is. But you know, once that's sorted, and it was not cheap either, but cheaper than buying an entirely new laptop when it functions perfectly well. So yeah, just, you know, if I want to watch that, I think I'm just gonna have to like go, right, work laptop can have Twitch on it, that's acceptable. But yeah, other stuff that requires me to have like email and things, I will not put on my work laptop. So yeah, new codes and any extra live codes, we're just gonna have to wait until I get my laptop back, which will probably be next week sometime. But you will get your codes, and then also if you want to hold off a little bit to see what the new ones are, obviously you can have a look at ID at Xbox Games and go, ooh, you know, you could ask me if I have a code for the game, if that's going to be available. I might be able to tell you. And more somethings, babble. You're all awesome. Thank you so much. This is a really like, bitty PC train. Very distracting from nice and distracting everyone today, distracting me from the fact that I start my day tomorrow with a hospital appointment, which hopefully will go well. Cross fingers. We have solutions, we have fixes. I don't know, will we get to enjoy Christmas dinner as much? I don't know, we will see. Don't know whether they'll be able to like fix things before Christmas or whether it's going to be like waiting lists. Depends on how urgent it is, I guess. I mean, it's been going on since May, so, but it's been getting steadily worse since May, so I don't know. It also feels like it's been getting steadily worse since they took a tube down my throat, because my body has gone, what the blip did you do to me? And I feel like it's punishing me. Stupid body. Anyway. It's like, stupid body, stop punching me. Anyway. Silver lining is it identified something else that is very good, that it didn't linger for too long. You know, bad thing is probably have to going to be on medication for a while, and I'm very bad at remembering medication. But the iPhone does have this like health app which you can put your medications in and log when you take them, and it reminds you that you have to take them and that you can log them. So we'll see how well that works. Obviously there's the remembering to take them, remembering to log them, going, did I actually take the bloody thing? I've only got one medication that actually has the days written on, so I've usually got a chance of going, I did take it. Because sometimes it's like, if I do it semi-automatically, I honestly can't remember literally if I just did it. Very weird brain, I do sometimes. Very weird brain that will occasionally do a thing, and then I'll be like, did I do the thing? Like, go out the door, go down the stairs. Did I lock the door? And I probably spent like 5 minutes like locking it and checking it was locked and then doing that again. But I will be like, did I actually do it? Did I do it? Did I do it? Did I do it today? Am I remembering from doing it like a week ago? So, yeah. I also have alarms and reminders, so, you know, hopefully, with multiple things nagging me, it'll be easier to remember to take them. But, yeah. Luckily no side effects, but one of them doesn't actually cure the thing that I'm taking it for, but it does make it slightly easier to deal with. better than the other medication I was taking for it, which made it slightly better, but not as better as this one has. So this one is working more efficiently. Okay, 99%. How many fiddly little billy bits are there? No, fell off. It's like, I'm trying to platform. I should just bring the Riddy ladder around. Because you already did it in Dream. Oh god, yes. I've done that. Sorry, I'm just registering that you wrote that. Yes. Same. I've done that. Or I've been angry or upset with someone because of something that happened in a dream. And had to like check myself. Field regulator mallet. Let's be the other side then. Mallet pad. Reactor car time loop knives. There's a time. Oh, maybe one of them. Right. Ah, there we go. Run board flux bands. Tachyon pulse generator support. Yeah, I still don't know what that is. Oh wait, that's the reactor, not the tachyon. Woo! The future is water. Ooh! My gosh. I forgot it flew. Does this one come back as well? No. We're nearly. We're just gonna sign off in a minute. We did it. We got all the Chivitas. Just seeing if the train comes back, and then we're gonna say goodnight. If you can wait like 2 minutes, Milo, and then you can go and you don't miss anything, and I can say goodbye and thank you on everything's. I don't think it's coming back. Okay. So, right, where is my see all activity? Okie dokes. So, thank you to resubs. Oh, actually, let me just read this out and then we'll go on to the end screen and say thank yous. Another outstanding job. Thank you. I admit I was skeptical that such a thing as a power washer could be good for us, but you've been terrific through production of all 3 films. I'll put the word out for you. Who knows? There may be more production in contact with you one day. Thanks a lot and all the best. Voila. We are complete. We are complete. And that is all the specials. So we've just got a bunch of the bonus jobs left, which we will do at a later date. So, right. Thank you to Havor, Scruff, Jesse, Mr. Cornus for the resubs today. Thank you to Dan and Milo and Mr. Cornus for the gifting of the subs today. Thank you to Alkesh for the cheers to start the hype train. Thank you just to everyone who chatted and kept me company. You are all awesome. Okay, hang on. I can't see the end of that because the thing is in the way. If I was playing Lake, I could raid Kara. But it's like I'm raiding, but I can't hear the stream. I have to figure out how to get onto that. Also, how to raid. Okay, let's raid Kara then. Let's see if we can figure out how to do that on my phone. And yeah, we'll raid Kara. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Everyone that donated and everything. You know, it's all going to Extra Life. You're awesome. I love doing my little bit to help. But yeah, we are just like, we are a manageable amount away from 10k lifetime donations. So, yay. I'll put the Twitch one in mid-December, so next week when we get it. I will probably figure out December's ones so that I will put that in this side of this year, and I will make up the difference, I'll be honest, so that we can hit that target. So I can hit that target. I had a little coin to say you've raised 10k, but I think that would be an awesome target for us to hit this year. 5 years of me doing Extra Life. I think we're 15 years of Extra Life, and then yeah, 10k raised, lots of milestones. I'm going to be back on Saturday, 3 p.m. UK time. I was hoping I'd have my computer. I don't think that's going to be the case. If I do have to go pick it up on Saturday, I am hopeful, you know, then I might be a little late starting if I've got to go pick that up, because I have to make a special trip. I was hoping to be able to pick it up on the way back from work tomorrow, but it's very doubtful that's going to happen unless they literally like get the battery, put it in, test it, ship it back to the store, and it arrives before like 6 p.m. Yeah, so that's not a likely scenario, but tomorrow could be, possibly even Sunday. I don't know if they do deliveries on that. So anyway, when we get the laptop, we'll be golden, but until then, we are still streaming, just, you know, slightly awkwardly. Oh, I've got a raid button. We can use that. Okay, so raid message for those of us that can copy and paste. I can possibly do that. No, I can't literally copy and paste my own blinking message. So we are gonna raid. Okay, well, Jesse's online, Jess is online, Taffy's online, Havor's online. Lots of people are online, but we're going to raid Kara because she wished such as a nice, happy. Well, no, I literally just can't copy. All it gives me is mod actions. So yeah, I'll just be like, I'm here. Okay, so we're gonna raid Kara, who is playing Baldur's Gate. Looks very cozy. We're gonna do that. Thank you again, everyone, for making the last bit of my birthday. You know, we're literally down to like the last 15 minutes. Amazing. You are all so awesome. Just thank you, and we'll go say hi to Kara. Ooh, tentacles. Oh god, I've got a button on here as well. So, I've been Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK. I'm now a year older, but not wiser. And I will catch you hopefully on Saturday, if not at some point in the future. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.